Hello, Collab Design for Literacy Beauties. This is Marcos, and this is our week 4 to 5 recap briefing video. Want to make a quick one here because you guys are on a roll, and we had a great meeting with Demi last class session, and we've got a great chance to get some fresh outside perspective once again, and this time from a non-designer perspective, but from a child educator perspective. And I think we got a lot of good insights from Demi, and I know um, we shared conflicting opinions sometimes. So if you're confused about which way to go, reach out to me. Default to my opinion, of course. But seriously, if you are not sure which is best, also your opinion matters too. Make sure that now you're taking the feedback you've got from that class session and rolling it into your next steps for our design finalization phase, which is coming up now. So let's just take a quick look at where we are in our process. Part three was on Thursday. We had a great class session, as I just said, and now we roll into design finalization part four. And as I admitted in class, that's a little bit deceptive. We're not. It's not the final is due. It's just you're beginning to finish. You're past the halfway mark, you're beginning to finish. So you got design finalization phase, and after that, there's design completion phase, which will end in a completed design, so that on part six, that class session will, or no, on part five, at the end of part five, we will have a review. Um, and at the end of that phase, your project will be due. Um, and then after that, the final files are, well, your design presentation is due, sorry. And then after that, once you get the final presentation done, you have to put together your files to send to me, which gives you a little time to, if you have to make some adjustments, make adjustments. And at the same time, on part six, part one of project two will begin, where we're going to repeat the same kind of process, and it'll be about in class getting briefed and picking a prompt or a specific story or a direction you want to go in for your storybooks. So we'll get into that soon. But for now, we're on design finalization of the baby board book. And what you should be doing now is taking the feedback given, um, continue to develop your design. And right now, it's going to be about um, consolidating your ideas, bringing together your strategies, working out your text once and for all if that's a big part of your book. And now decisions need to start being made. You need to start measuring how long it takes you to make a spread in terms of illustration. If that's a process, if that takes a while, that should be something you really focus on. If you have a style that is quicker, then you can definitely focus on the overall design development and getting that finalized. So basically, what you'll be doing is getting close to being finished. And depending on if you want to put a lot of work in this week, a lot of work next week, you got 2 full weeks to finish the design. So get a lot done this week, have some room for adjustments after we get feedback, and then surge to finalize for the final presentation in 2 weeks. Um, and then we'll be doing a one-on-one class. We'll be doing, well, let me back up. We'll be having class in our classroom on Thursday, and it'll be more of a more of a dynamic class where it won't be like us sitting there looking at the screen all session long. Instead, I will in a corner meet with each of you one on one for 10 minutes on a schedule, while the rest of the class time, you guys meet in small groups, share your progress with each other, do a round of that, and also spend time working on your projects in class, and having a more like normal kind of class where there's like stuff going on and people talking and a more loose environment. So that should be fun. Okay, so be ready for that. And I've posted everything on Canvas explaining what I just said, and a link to the Google Drive, which is part four, design finalization. So even though it's not a formal presentation, make sure you update your presentation deck, you put in your progress, put a few slides in that show what you've done, and upload that uh, by the end of class. Since you're going to be working in class, you can do it by the end of class or before class if you want. At some point, do it. The A making machine is going to be looking for that, and if it doesn't see it, it might start freaking out and start changing your A to a B. Okay, so make sure that you honor the wishes of the A-making machine. And reminder that we have resources of page through videos from past books, either on YouTube, on the same YouTube page you're watching this on, or on the Google Drive in the resources folder. There's a folder full of them. All right, guys, keep going. I'm cheering you on from afar. And if you need me to cheer you on more directly, email me, send me your progress or questions, or if you're really in a jam, reach out to me and we can set up a very quick Zoom session to just look at your page or your layout and talk more directly. All right, guys, keep going. Enjoy your President's Day weekend. We'll see you on Thursday.